Hi. Um, I maybe it takes me three times to say this is my last reading. So yeah. Um, I'm really just bored and don't have anything to do, so I'm just going to pull a few cards and it's just for fun. Again, I'm not trying to warn about anything or anything like that. Because yeah, it's not my job. And it's taken enough out of me, and I'm not going to be giving in and letting people use this for anything besides just fun and art at this point, not without pay. So um, let's just pull a few cards and see what comes up. Starting with the Art of Life Tarot. This like big bulky jacket on. It's got really cold out here. Where's that gonna go? The Star. If thou follow thy star, thou canst not fail glorious heaven. Dante Alighieri. Starry Night. 1889. Vincent Echo. The Star. It's like having some hope or something. Finding inspiration. Maybe this can be about inspiration. If I say it's okay to use as inspiration, then it's okay. If I don't, then it's not. Let's see. Anything else? That's my new rule, I guess, because it's just got too muddied or something before. So let's see. Anything else? The Star, Hope, 17, 8, Aquarius, giving water to the people. Did it for like, I don't know how long. You know, sometimes you need to have that come back to you. The Moon, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. That's funny. That is Henry David Thoreau. The Sleeping Gypsy by Henry Rousseau, 1897. On the Moon, some sort of lunar landscape. Pleading for dress. Isn't it interesting how in the Bible they say, like, or people always refer to God as, like, the lion, but then they also say in the Bible that, like, there's a beast like lion that roams, like, which one is it, you know? And that it's switched in the Thoth deck with lust versus strength. Okay, we got a lot of cards here. Making so many, like, squeaky noises. The Eight of Cups. Each loss, there's a gain. In every gain, there's a loss. It says, with every ending comes a new beginning. Sheldon, son of his father. A son of his father. By N.C. Wyeth, 1945. Leaving home. Packing bags. Taking a trip somewhere. Walking away from something. Or returning to something. Maybe you left something behind. Make sure, like, if you're leaving a bar or something, to take everything with you. Not leave your purse behind or something. Temperance, but it was, I don't know if it was reversed. They kind of fell like this sideways. So take it for however. The unlike is joined together, and from differences results the most beautiful harmony. Heraclitus. And Woman Washing Her Feet in a Brook by Camille Pissarro, 1994, Indianapolis Museum of Art, USA. Like maybe a bar, mixologist, remix, or making something, creating something. We got the moon, somewhat creative energy, star inspiration, temperance, art also. And here's just back up. Feel so far away when I'm not like, okay. Anyways, mixing, baking, cooking, whatever it is, but like tempering a situation, being very focused on something, shuffle, mix and merge. So we got a lot of water energy. Temperance is fire, it's Sagittarius. Magician. I am energy. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Unless things fuck with your life and manipulate you and isolate you and keep you in isolation and don't let you progress, and then it's kind of like you have to, I don't know what you do because I've tried everything. So that is William Henley. This is Opus 217. Against the enamel of a backdrop and rhythmic with beats and angles, tones, and tints. Angles. Portrait of Felix Ferdinand, 1890. Paul Signac, Museum of Modern Art, New York. Making magic. Maybe you're making magic because she's usually making something, and maybe the name Brooke. The High Priestess. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are. You know what you want. Lao Tzu. Gothic Window. Odilon Redden. Indianapolis Museum of Art, USA. Five of Swords. Maybe this is like changing your mind about something. I'm not going to even read the same because it's like, it's kind of bullshit about pitting yourself, being carried across great winds. Filet d'Etretat, Claude Monet, 1883. Sometimes you have reason to, and you know, I don't know, I'm just like kind of over being told not to feel sorry for myself because it's like, you know what, no one else does, and I or something like that, you know, no one I'm so done being told not to like be upset with the fact that 7 years of my life has been stolen and that people won't give me answers and that I'm stuck here. I'm just over being told that I have control over it, because if I did, you think I'd be here? Seven of Wands. Life's not a matter of holding good cards, but playing, yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Riches are not from an abundance of worldly goods, but from a contented mind, Mohammed. This is Portrait of a Woman in a Golden Dress. Painted in collaboration with Ernst Klimt, Franz Mosch, and his studio. Detail of Klimt's, yeah. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Earth. One that's real out of all the suits, you know. And yeah. Prince of Discs. Nine of Pentacles and the Princess of Cups. Nine of Pentacles is my true node because it's in Pentacles. It's 9 Taurus. And Princess of Cups is just water energy being lifted up or something, or just making a toast, I want to say, or just being like independently wealthy. Also, the Nine of Pentacles, luxury and lifestyle, and enjoying your surroundings and being outdoors. And I refuse to equate it to models now because it's they don't exist in my world now. Change, Two of Pentacles, weighing your options and balancing act and connecting the dots and getting your footing. Maybe you're getting a maybe answer, or you're unsure, uncertainty about something, what to do, how to move forward, given what you have to work with. Maybe it's just like you don't have enough money to like go out, and you're kind of like, it's brass tacks and things like that. Weighing your options, deciding where to go, what to do, needing some sort of what connects two things, I guess. What else? Or it could be like an actor, singer, Nine of Pentacles, or just kind of aloof, I feel like, and kind of decided to take a break and not pay attention and tune everything out, kind of thing. Stopping to smell the roses, I think of. Science, moving on, moving forward, moving to smoother waters, taking a trip somewhere. All of me, John Legend song. Being on a boat, being driven forward. It's 10 o'clock. Being guided by spirit or something. Leaving the baggage behind. Leaving your thoughts behind. Only taking what you need. Making a small trip somewhere. High Priestess. Behind the scenes right now. That's what I call it. On my back porch. Prince of Swords. Powers of the air. What's hidden? Keeping someone hidden, keeping someone a secret so that you can use them for your own benefit and your own personal wellspring of source of creativity, knowledge, and whatever. A mask, lensing something, secrets, being secretive, holding something close to your chest. which is fine to do as long as it doesn't interfere with someone else's life, you know. Um, the Ten of Wands, oppression, crossing the finish line. The Knight of Discs, carrying a big load, you know, just being very daunted or overburdened or stressed, or just needing to let it out, you know, let something go, let something down, put it down, like lay it down, lay it on me, like that sort of thing, song. Giving over your burdens to maybe like a higher power or source or something like that. Priestess, fortune telling, seeing the future. 3 and 3. Abundance, celebration, communication, party, girls' night, get together, cheersing, just, yeah, small get together. It's also Mercury and something. The Sun in Aries. So again, communication or Gemini. Third house, yes answer, waiting for your ship to come in, waiting for signal, or looking out to sea and like seeing the, maybe, I think of the Two of Wands more as seeing the big picture, but could be seeing the big picture because they are still up on a cliff and like usually depicted, and so it's like looking out and seeing the whole ocean and just seeing things come to you and letting things come to you and letting people come to you and not don't go chasing waterfalls, kind of thing. And calling in something. Yeah. Maybe 3 people, or just 33, 6, came out together. It has to do with emotions because it's cups, and fire is also passion, and it could be like an I love you kind of message kind of thing. So I can't, like, I feel like that kid in A Christmas Story where they put so many layers on him he can't move. And this is like a very, I don't know, constrictive coat. But when I said that earlier, this popped out and was the Strength card, but the Nine of Wands, the Strength Nine of Wands. So I can't like move my is in the midpoint card. So opposite Sun Moon. Usually the guy is pictured with like a bandage over his head and just kind of like roughed up, and like he's been through the ringer and it's looking, you know, it's like one more wand until the end of the thing. So I'm trying my best to be in a good mood because it's been like, I don't even know, like can't even put into words like why it's been so bad. So good thing I'm a good actress and can fake it for y'all. What else? Maybe taking your time with something too. And the Chariot. Don't wait too long because, I mean, God knows most people aren't that patient. Coming, going somewhere, driving somewhere again, movement forward or depends on which way, like it comes out, because if it's backward, it can mean someone's coming at you. It can be very literal. Or we can be talking about like Apollo or yeah. Oops. In the erotic deck, these cards just fell over. Five of Earth, the Knave of Air, the Moon, and the Knave of Wands. I liked the word cards last time, so let's go with that because this is a total surprise. I don't remember at all what I wrote on them, so I like that they have, their back have words on the back, kind of maybe give extra meaning. This is somebody bad. That came up before. Detector. Job. You're detecting something, or you're a detective. Undercover detective is your job. That could have been my job. I would have been easily able to detect things and detect a bad person, somebody bad, and but I just saw FBI. Signals. Complex connections. Your signal I was mentioning earlier. Basics. And boom. I wonder why I wrote that. Heavens on the bottom. Can't wait. Ongoing. Something is ongoing. Inventor, invention, and shuffle. Life's beautiful, secrets. Some of these are the same old cards, but I just picked it up at you. I'm trying to keep my hair on my face, but it's just kind of like not working. I don't know, what else should I do? You. Savior. Eyes. 5. Energy grid. thinking of you, an energy grid again. FBI and tested. Me. And days, cups. Leaf is on the bottom. Play. They're like keywords, so how are they play? This is kiss. And have kiss. That was that card from before. Can't read this one. Skip it. Oh no. CC. I guess, I don't know why I put my initials. Beauty is on the back. And evil. Sure, people think I'm evil. In reality, it's the people that won't even go there. Good show. Genius. Too bad people can't recognize that and hire you. And I mean, how smart do you really have to be to work for the CIA? Honestly, like, it's not like you're gods. EMF, creative genius. Genius on the back, on the bottom. Tones and Tints was a playlist I made. Black. And marriage. Do one more. I was gonna do from the pixie, but it's like bottom of the pile. So one more. That was an absolute truth. Operation and understanding. Operation, understanding. Operation is taking place. Stolen. Break. And 11. Matter. 11, justice, or lust card, or anything having to do with what's in my 7th house, the 11 Jupiter, and Jupiter, Zeus, and expansion, or just it's an Aquarius, so I think of it, it also applies to science and expanded thinking and expanded secrets. Hi. Who's saying hi? Because I just mentioned Jupiter. Financials on the bottom. Actually, let's do some more. But like it's in the house of other people's partnerships, but also like the 11 master number, which is psychic leader. And it's in Aquarius, and it's Jupiter, it's benevolent and expansive and lucky. It's all about, creating bonds with other people and things like that. And 11 is also a gateway, doorway, maybe to another dimension or world or something, but it's also just like doorway to your mind, or doorway to heaven, or gateway, could be mundane, like a doorway. We're just gonna keep going, but one more truth. Climate change, world politics. It's truth. So people should stop saying that the world is not, changing. Climate is not an issue. And classic cycle. Heard it here, it's a truth. So stop making up lies. Astrology chart. Incredible. Theoretical astrophysics. Alien. Present. Concern is on the back. Hearts. Concern. I feel like we're getting a lot of clear-cut answers here, so let's just do a couple more absolute truths. Represents you. Danger. Building. Tower, maybe? North Star. So that could refer to the star that came out earlier, or also like what's on the back. Trip out, travel adventures. Past life. Precious. Fantasy. Past life. Maybe things carry over from your past life. Danny, design. Didn't mean to throw it that way. Transit, astrology chart. Romance on the bottom. With the answer. I think of romance, 5th house, and play and fun and creativity and just getting out there and having fun and playing and romance, making something romantic, making it memorable, being a romantic. New Romantics, that song from Taylor Swift. Romantic art, romanticism, things at a distance. Let me back up. That maybe you want to get close instead. Maybe things won't be as romantic, but they might be more ancient. Who? Communication. Communication and timing. That's fitting since I just came up with a timing playlist. Communication, timing, ancient. You. 6 over. It's on the back of ancient. Who? Maybe communicating with ancient aliens. Transparent. And kids. I believe it's on the back. Okay, this is the last one, I swear, and then we'll move on to an oracle card or something. Keep this a little bit shorter. Spiritual. And medicine. That came up before, so let's do a different one. Or came up in the last reading, I mean. So, one more really great absolute cosmic truth. Life, beautiful. This came up before, I think. Perfect. Bad on the back. Polar opposites. Wave and represents. Perfect. Hidden. Shine. Those came up before again, so one more. Now I'm getting kind of hot because I turned on my little radiator thing and have this heavy coat on, and one more absolute cosmic truth. Brain. 4. Perfect was under that too. Perfect mind. I think of save. Save. Perfect. Perfect save. There we go. Kind of makes sense. Okay. Saving. I just thought saving the best for last. Let's do love, romance card. Or whoever it is you're wondering about. Past life relationship. There we go. You have known each other before. You just feel like you go way back and you're just kind of like something about them is familiar, or which isn't necessarily bad, but children. Your love life is being affected by children. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. And wedding, the situation involves marriage. Marriage should come up before. Card black and marriage. Since this came up with children, I feel like it's more like these things can obviously apply in a lot of different ways and not just in the way that it's said. And codependency, like when you have a, dependence, to claim dependence or something. Let go of control issues. The situation to unfold naturally, but no. Sorry. Been without control for 7 years. I'm done. I need to know. I need to have a say. And yeah. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I did mention romance earlier, so. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Like magnetic attraction or something. It is safe for you to love. It was reversed, so open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. When things are reversed, I either think of it as like coming from your energy or for you, or just having the opposite meaning. So maybe it's not safe for you to love, but not really getting a lot of like negative cards. So flirts. Calling in your soulmate. I said calling in something. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And flirt. Send your lighthearted energy to others. And true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. That keeps coming up too. So we get a lot of like I just put it at honeymoon. Forgiving and learning. Trust. I'm getting a tickle in my throat. I'm just gonna drink this over here. So. Heart-to-heart conversations. Maybe you talk and flirt and just kind of like maybe things have been heavy and you're just kind of like needing something to break you out of that. I was listening to some like life coach seminar like years and years ago, but he was talking about like having fights with someone and how you sometimes need to just like break the pattern, break the energy flow if you can, like be the person to just like he gave an example of like if you're fighting with a partner or something like that, like they're yelling at you and you need to just like I don't know, maybe I think he said like just grab them and kiss them or something like that, but that might piss someone off, like, hey, you're not listening to me or taking me seriously. So it might be like you need to just switch up the energy, like what's frustrating is if you try to do that and that then nothing happens and then you're just kind of like, okay, I guess we can do an Enchanted Map Oracle card and then be done. Oops, picked up a bunch of Thoth cards with that. What do people need to know and hear and advice? Bone Collector. Number 1. Spell out towards me. Heal the Ouch. 38's on the bottom. I did say like the 9 of Wands, he's like bandaged up. his head. Like full on like maybe something about commitments on the bottom, 36. That looks like, kind of like the touching God, maybe we should read that too. And, yeah, we got 1, 36, and 38, or 11, 9, Bone Collector, you are whole and have everything you need within. I am so sick of hearing that, because it's like, no, actually, you need things to survive in this world. Like, you can't just be like, well, I've got, I don't know what, but something, and that's enough to, like, I don't need food, I don't need air, like, I don't need people, I don't know, like, it's just kind of like all these sort of things that people tell you all the time, and you're just like, I've heard them, and that's great, and you can try applying that for a while and like see how it goes, and like try it all these sentimental sort of things, but like at the end of the day, like, you have to be real, and you have to have real things in your life, and not just be like, I'm good. When the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstance, see if you're fully present, or reacting out of the past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to behave in a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that reminds us of the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable, or people will make you feel that way. And you're just kind of like, well, that's just the reality, I guess. So, doesn't mean you necessarily are, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, people always came up and commented on the way I looked all the time when I was a kid. Like, everywhere I went, like, I'd be in class and people would be like, teacher, instead of like teaching me, would be like commenting on something about my looks. And I don't know, like, people would always say like good things, but like, you learn to just accept that, and you're like, okay, that's what people think about me, but like, it's not necessarily like you see those things when you know what I mean? Like, or expect to be criticized. No matter what your question, the Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding, and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the Bone Collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find that you have it after all. Anything is possible with awareness. The wounds of the past do not define you. Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, you can only like do so much. Like, I'm just like, I'm so over it, because I've always been my like own therapist, and my own like, I've always managed, and I've always been like good with like fixing certain things, and like just like, your own sort of, like, I never needed to, and it'd be I just feel like you get to a point where you're kind of like, okay, but I've done that. Like, you take it as far as you can, kind of thing. I don't know, like, as far as getting what you need and like all that, like, I just feel like sometimes these things are bullshit. And they're just meant to be little, like, I don't know, spark. Just uplifting words, I guess, if you can like see it like that. Commitment, 36. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships forged at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates, like, and also, like, if you have questions, you know, like, that implies you need an outside source to give you the answer, because if you had the answer, you wouldn't have questions, you know, like, you take things as far as you can and you infer and, you know, do everything you can basically to figure things out on your own until you can't. And then that's when people step in, which they could have easily done years ago and not cause all this stress and anxiety and like confusion. This card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Yeah, I think things need to be like made super clear. And I don't feel like people should go on assumptions. And I've only had to, you know, like, so, however, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about your nature, about the nature of your commitment, and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into the partnership at this time. Remember that your partnership with Spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self of another. Maybe you're like your higher selves of you and someone else are like working together, manipulating things, bringing people together, working out the people that should come into your life. Which is another thing. I'm like, why the hell did all these, you know, I feel like people were like brought in my life just to like get close, because you can't hurt someone really, not like deeply unless you're close to them. And you know, or I don't know, it's complicated. Heal the ouch. Forgiveness is the healer of the soul. This is the time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind, as the card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. It's like, I was fine. I was absolutely fine, and I didn't need, you know, it's like now, it's like, now the only, it's just like, you created problems that I never had, and now I have to heal them. Like, okay, but no one will. I'm just so over it, because it's like, I'm actually pretty fine, but it's all circumstantial, and it's like, could things just be easy for a second, you know, like, or just people be straight up and be forthright and be honest and do the right thing and be fair. This is, yeah. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful. Developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. I think everyone should just kind of try to heal themselves, because it's no one else's responsibility, unless you've played a role in the hurt, and then you have to like do something about it. However, the message may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat. That'd be a good idea. Or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You're asked to be conscious of your footprint at the sacred earth and all of life, and commit another commitment to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. Happily, if people are just like, you know, it takes more than one person. It's like not just, you have to understand. Understanding came up before, so that you can just let it go, you know? But you can't just let people get away with things either. Like people have to take responsibility. They have to own something. They have to like be honest and all these things that I've said. Let's do a room card and then we'll be done. What's going on here? Yeah, I need to take off this coat. Growth, 16. Berkano. It's about trees and growth and I think there's 2 cards about growth. Let's see. Harvest on the bottom, so you know, hermit. What is that? Is that a word? Hermit and harvest. Sometimes I think of the hermit as like a phantom type. Harvest though, harvest time, a year, or plucking the, you're not going for the lowest hanging fruit or something, or just plowing the fields. It's time for you to reap your rewards. Get what you give. Just like a lot having to do with harvest. Joy. Um, 12. Pertho. Yeah. Oops. Warrior, 15. Taraz, I think. Could have something to do with the Chariot card. Kind of warrior-esque. I mean, that is what the depiction is coming from. Warrior. But just being a fighter, fighting for something, not just because. Anything else? The self. One that came up before, so some sort of reflection of the self. I think it was like radio signals or something with the stars up there, and I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars. It's almost like this is Manaz. This is like meeting the self because they are mirror images each other. So, your inner self, outer self, your just whatever, fertility, 8, and I always forget the name of this one for some reason. Just kind of feel like that goes along a little bit with harvest, like it's on the bottom. Fertility, just being very fertile, or just, and there's growth too. So maybe, maybe you are gonna get pregnant or something like that. Wholeness, the sun, 24, and it did say something in the, you are whole and have everything you need. This is about being a completely whole person, knowing who you are, and this is Sololu, and this is just kind of like the Sun card in tarot, just being very, oh gosh, I have to end this. Okay, I hope this worked out for you. Okay, bye.